Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle, and it is time for the annual fall video game preview. This is the only series that I've done every year where I basically look at all the video games that are coming out this fall season, because this is generally when all the biggest games are coming out to accommodate, Black Friday and Christmas. So this is generally when we get a lot of the biggest titles from the biggest companies out there. So I have looked at, I've made the entire list of all games that I'm really looking forward to this fall season. That I will not be picking up day one at all. But these are all games that I eventually want and that really pique my curiosity. But I was looking at this, and it's been a while since we've had a really good year. There's a lot of games coming out here, but ever since, basically the Xbox One and PS4, it's really slowed down, I find. Because I was comparing it to something like 2011, where we had Gears of War 3, Uncharted 3, there was Zelda Skyward Sword, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Mario Kart 7, Super Mario 3D Land. There was just so many games. I think there was a Pokemon game possibly that year as well for the DS. But I just remember so many games coming out in 2011. Star Fox 64 3D for the 3DS came out that year. I think Dark Souls 1 came out that year. There was just so many games that came out in 2011 in the fall season specifically. Resistance 3. So many, a lot of them were sequels, but still, it was just crazy amount of games that really piqued my interest back then. And there's still a lot of good stuff here, but we haven't had a crazy year like that yet. All right, anyway, let's get this show off the road with September. So starting in September, on the 6th, we have The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2, coming out for the Vita, and I think the PS3 as well. And I'm really happy that, they're still making Vita games, and Legend of Heroes seems, it's a big enough RPG series that, kind of made its name on the handheld too, because there was a few that came out on the PSP, and they finally released Trails of Cold Steel 1 last year in December. Not even a year later, we're getting the sequel, but I'm okay with that because the Vita doesn't get any games, so I'm happy for it. On the 13th of September, we are getting Batman the Telltale series coming out on Xbox One, PS4, along with BioShock the Collection, Xbox One, PS4, and Recore, the Xbox One exclusive, all coming out that day. I've always been interested in the Telltale games, but I have not started any. I actually have downloaded The Wolf Among Us and the first Walking Dead because they were free for Games with Gold not too long ago. So I have them. I just haven't touched them yet, but I'm kind of waiting for October to finally start them because I think it'll get me into the mood for Halloween. But I am looking forward to the Batman one. Obviously, the BioShock collection being remade for the new consoles, and Recore, the Xbox One exclusive that I'm looking forward to, and they already have it at a cheap price, so that's sometimes I don't know if the cheaper games are good because people see them, they're not charging full price, well, it's probably not worth it. Well, they're already charging you less. It seems like it's a double-edged sword when they make a game and charge it for less, which is really unfortunate because we should be happy with that. A game that is less than full retail and we still don't even go buy it, which is unfortunate because we should show, yes, if you charge us less, we'll go out and buy it day one, or better chance. Anyway, next up is one of the games I'm looking forward to the most, not only in the fall season, but this year. Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past on the 3DS is coming out on the 16th. And I'm so happy that they're releasing this because it is so expensive to get the original PlayStation 1 game. If you want the physical release. I don't even know if they have a digital download on PSN or something. I honestly don't think they do. Maybe they do. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's coming out for the 3DS, and it looks fantastic. Next up on the 20th, they have Killer Instinct the Definitive Edition on Xbox One. So basically just everything that the game has released so far, basically everything, every season or year that they were releasing a little bit of downloadable content for it. Destiny the Collection also coming out on Xbox One, PS4, basically just everything that they have. I'm interested in this because I didn't pick up the Taken King. I have Destiny, just the original game. I never downloaded any expansions because I just wanted to play the original game, and then if I liked it, I would eventually get something like the collection, which I will get once it goes down in price because I'm not in a huge hurry to play that. Then we have Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One. And then we also get into this weird thing that's coming out on the 27th, but I think this is one of the games that they also have an Ultimate Edition or something where you pay a bit more, and I'm assuming you get a little bit more like a limited edition, probably digitally, all digital stuff, nothing actually physical, and you get it a few days early. I don't think I like this. I might do a separate video for this because I don't like that they're charging a bit more to get it a few days early. Because people will do this, and it's just they're doing things that are where they're trying to get a little bit more money for something that, you know, if they're releasing it a few days early, why not release the entire game? If the game's complete by that time, why not let everybody play it at that time? But no, you have to pay a bit more to do that. I don't like that. Anyway, that's just a little nitpick. That's coming out. Also, XCOM 2 for the Xbox One, PS4, also on the 27th. I gotta play the first one though. That game really interested me whenever that game came out, and I never picked it up. And I'm due to pick it up for probably like $10 now, and then eventually I can get on to the sequel. Anyway, October now. We start this off with Paper Mario Color Splash on the Wii U. I think that's the only Wii U game that's coming out this year, or for the next, you know, few months, that I'm interested in. The Wii U has just slowly been dying, which is really unfortunate because we didn't get a lot of time with the Wii U, and I loved the Wii U. I think there's only a few up there. I don't even know if you can see that high. I only have a few up there because the other games are all in my living room right now because I'm playing them. I just love the Wii U, and I really enjoy that console. And it's sad to see it go. Gears of War 4 coming out on the 11th for the Xbox One. Definitely looking forward to that. But I'm not in a huge Gears of War mood right now, which is, I don't know. I am looking forward to it though. Next up is WWE 2K17 for the Xbox One, PS4, also on the 11th. I'm generally liking the WWE games. I just recently downloaded WWE 2K16 because it was once again in Games with Gold. I really like where Games with Gold is going. I think I might do a video on PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold because or Xbox Live, because I've just really been enjoying more so what they're doing with Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus. Anyway, that's a separate video. Let's just keep going on. WWE 2K17, I would never pay full price though. Any sports game, I don't find that they're worth paying full price at all. They're going to go down within like a few months, and it's never worth that in my opinion. Skylanders Imaginators for the Xbox One, PS4 on the 16th. I generally like the Skylanders games, but I always wait basically once again like a year later and I pick it up for $20-$30 instead of paying the full retail price. But they are actually really fun games. I have to say that. Then on the 21st we have Battlefield 1 for the Xbox One, PS4. I'm kind of looking forward to this, but I haven't seen a lot from it. I just generally like the Battlefield games, so I know I'm probably going to like it. On the 25th, they have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I still got to try out the first one, though. But apparently it did really well. Like, it was actually one of the best Dragon Ball games. That's not like a side-scrolling 2D fighter. Not side-scrolling, but, you know, the regular fighters were a third-person Dragon Ball game. Then they have The Last Guardian for PS4, also on the 25th. That game I'm looking forward to. I recently saw at E3, finally I'm catching up with E3, and the trailer they showed for The Last Guardian there really got me back into the mood for that game. They really did a good job with that, and I'm thinking that The Last Guardian now, my hype is getting back up there. Maybe not as much as it was when I first saw the initial trailer years ago, but I am definitely looking forward to that game and cannot wait for it. Then they also have on the 25th World of Final Fantasy for the PS4, and I think Vita as well. That kind of looks interesting. Another kind of weird Final Fantasy game. Harvest Moon Skytree Village for the 3DS. I recently watched a trailer for that, and I have to say that I am looking forward to that, and it looks like it's a little bit better than the other one that they made, 2 years ago? A year ago? I think it was 2 years ago. That Natsume had made on their own without Marvelous. But I think that Skytree Village is going in the right direction. Then on the 20th, they have Titanfall 2 for the Xbox One and now PS4 as well. I am looking forward to that, and I think that they've said that there is a single-player campaign in that. If that's the case, I'm hoping that it's good, because the campaign that they had in the multiplayer for Titanfall 1 was atrocious. Oh god, that was horrible. So I hope that they did a bit of a better job with this one. And because it's a single-player campaign, I think that there's a better chance of it being good because that they can have cutscenes and moments where you don't have to interact with a bunch of other people. It's just basically your solo experience. So they generally can do a little bit more when that's the case, instead of just having stuff in the background while you kill other players. That's the problem. Well, that was the main problem with Titanfall 1. I'm killing people and they have stuff going on in the background. I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to kill and stay alive because I'm playing against real people. So hopefully they do a better job with that one. And then the game that I am looking forward to the most this year, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition for the Xbox One, PS4 on the 28th. They're remaking my favorite game of all time for the Xbox One and PS4. I was so giddy when I saw that trailer. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be insane. And I hope that means that on the horizon, there's also the Elder Scrolls 6 coming out that won't be online. I don't want it to be online. Just put it single player. That's where the Elder Scrolls needs to be. Let World of Warcraft worry about the MMOs. Anyway, cannot wait for that game. Then we have November, Call of Duty. Is it Infinite War or Infinity War? Infinity Warfare. Again, I think it's Infinite Warfare for the Xbox One, PS4 coming out on the 4th. I have to say that the new Call of Duties, like all this futuristic stuff, I'm already bored of it. I really don't like where they're going with this. Just keep it like present day. Modern Warfare was my kind of jam. I love that stuff. Even, when they went back in the Black Ops, I didn't like World at War, but Black Ops, the original two, more so the first one, were really good campaigns too. But I don't like where Call of Duty is becoming where you can fly around and stuff. That's not Call of Duty. But anyway, I am still kind of looking forward to it. It's just not what I liked as much before. Mario Party Star Rush for the 3DS is also coming out on the 4th. Kind of looking forward to that. Dishonored 2 on the Xbox One, PS4 on the 11th. Watch Dogs 2, Xbox One, PS4 on the 15th. Now, Watch Dogs, I hope that the campaign's better. And I hope, as long as they still have the hide and seek, but maybe like with bigger environments or more places that you can hide, or a revamped hide and seek aspect, I will definitely pick that game up. I did not care for the campaign at all for that game, but that hide and seek, I have played, I don't even know how many hours into that multiplayer. I loved that hide and seek aspect. I loved hiding from people. And then we have, on the 18th, Pokemon Moon and Sun for the 3DS. Definitely looking forward to those. And then another game that I'm really looking forward to, Final Fantasy 15 on the PS4 and Xbox One, out on the 29th. Cannot wait for that game. A new Final Fantasy that looks like it's going in the right direction. So definitely looking forward to that one. And finally, in December, we have Gravity Rush 2 on the PS4 coming out on the 2nd, which I still have to play the first one, but I'm glad that they're continuing with that. Although I wish they would have put on the Vita instead to kind of give a little bit more life to the Vita and a reason for having the Vita. But I understand why they're putting on the PS4, because they want other people to play it, and they'll get a bigger crowd that way. And Dead Rising 4 for the Xbox One. I can't remember if this is PS4 as well. I think it's Xbox One exclusive, but I'm not 100% certain. But that's coming out on the 6th. So that's pretty much it for the dates that we know. And then there's a few other games that look like they will still come out in 2016, but they don't have release dates yet. Dead Rising 2, Batman Return to Arkham, which is the basically Arkham Asylum and Arkham City being remastered for the Xbox One, PS4. Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade, that looks kind of fun. Hitman, the full experience, so I guess they released it digitally, and now we get to play the entire game. And then Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, the final chapter prologue for the PS4, which also looks really interesting. So that's pretty much it for all the games that I'm really looking forward to. What games are you looking forward to the most for the fall season? Did I miss anything? And I'll probably just say that the ones I'm looking forward to the most are Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, The Last Guardian, obviously the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition, to an extent Harvest Moon Skytree Village, and Final Fantasy 15. Those are the ones that I'm looking forward to the most this fall season, and still quite a few games, and there's quite a few after that I will be picking up much later on down the road, but I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of those games. So anyway, that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for, and I will see you all next time. You've been bearded in Beardage.